Hi everyone, Gerard here with San Rocco Cane Corso. Today I'm going to discuss what should you do if your puppy growls. Okay, so this is an interesting topic. There seems to be different opinions out there, depending on who you speak to, about what you should do when your puppy growls, if your puppy growls. Most puppies, for the most part, are not going to growl. But if you do have one that is testing you, let's say you bring the puppy home, puppy's been home for a week, and now the puppy is growling, the bottom line is don't panic. This does not mean that the puppy is a tyrant. It's a bad bloodline puppy. Oh my goodness, what am I going to do when it gets older? It's going to attack and kill the neighbor or whatever it is. I'm going to go ahead and show you a puppy that's 7 weeks old. All right, so here's a 7-week-old puppy. Nice and thick. Is that a male, Mara?
It's a male.
Okay, it's a boy. And he's just outside. This is his first time outside and just relaxing over here. This particular puppy is a very calm puppy, relaxed. He does not show any kind of dominance in any way whatsoever. However, let's say he goes to his new home and he is not being he's not very happy. He's in his new home, and at that point he has some confusion about where he fits in. What is his hierarchy in the pack? He may communicate in a growl to say, get away from me, stop taking my toy, whatever it may be. Again, it's not common. However, if it does happen, all that means is that your puppy is confused as far as his or her pack ranking. Okay? At that point, if the puppy does growl, you just look at the puppy and just give a firm no. That's it. That should do it for most of the puppies. If your puppy is displaying aggressive behavior beyond that, then that could very well mean that you have a puppy that has a dominant personality, or at least the dominant personality is now showing because maybe he knew his pack order when he was with the breeder. And at that point, you want to do the firm no if the puppy just looks at you like they have to be, what are you talking about? You got to be kidding me. I'm not going to listen to you. Try taking the puppy and gently putting the puppy on his side. And you don't have to go directly on the back. That's pretty extreme, but it can be on the side. And just firmly hold the puppy there. The puppy's probably not going to like it. But that is step 2. And, typically just doing that is enough to let the puppy know that the puppy is not the boss. And this is going to carry out through their life. So, something like that you want to do early on. And you want to make sure that the puppy knows exactly where the puppy's ranking is, which, should be at the very bottom of your home. Now, if you think that action is cute when a puppy does a growl, then you are reinforcing that behavior in that puppy. And yes, indeed, that will get worse. So, let's talk about those who may think that a puppy growling is kind of cute. Oh, look, he's growling when he's eating, if you go near his food. That's not cute. And you do not want to reinforce any kind of aggressive behavior. In fact, I don't even play tug of war with my dogs and my pups, because a Cane Corso is a very intelligent dog and will figure out that you are not that strong, okay? As they get bigger, they're gonna pull on that tug-of-war toy, and you're gonna realize that they are very powerful, and you don't want them to know that they are very powerful. This could negatively affect your relationship, where their respect will drop substantially. So because of this, I don't do any tug-of-war. If you're doing protection training, that's completely different. You do then want to engage in a tug-of-war and utilize commands, because that's step one of protection training. However, if you're not planning on doing protection training, and let's just say this, the Cane Corso is naturally a dog that is a protection dog. You really, unless you really want to bring out their instinctive guarding behavior, you really shouldn't even be protection training. Now, getting back to the puppy, again, a small percentage of the pups are going to growl, but don't be surprised if it happens at some point. You know, anywhere between, let's say, 8 weeks and 12 weeks. They go into their new homes. But remember, a firm no. And say it loud. No. Put your finger up, no. And if they have a toy that they have in their mouth and that's what they're growling over, you take the toy away. It's not cute to have a puppy growl, because that same puppy is going to be a big Cane Corso one day and can do damage. Now, on the flip side, if you engage in positive reinforcement early on and you dominate the puppy in a positive way, you are going to have an incredible example of not only just for the Cane Corso breed, but you're going to have a great example of a smart dog that is incredibly loyal. So, once again, I can't reiterate enough, and I've done videos about this in the past, that you do want to dominate your dogs. But I really can't emphasize this enough, that you want to reinforce positive behavior from the beginning, okay? Ultimately, a puppy should be able to just sit with you at this age especially and just relax. Puppies should feel content and happy to really just be engaging with the family, and that's the sign of a positive minded, confident pup that really just wants to be a Cane Corso. And the characteristics of a Cane Corso is just that. They want to be with their owner. Okay, unlike, let's say, a spaniel, unlike, let's say, a beagle who really wants to be out working and hunting, they're not necessarily a cuddle type of dog like a Cane Corso. So, you know the breed standard first, and then when they display those characteristics, that's when they feel at peace. Of course, if a dog is brought home to their new home and they're growling, they're more confused than anything else. It doesn't necessarily mean that that puppy is an aggressive puppy. Okay? Yeah. Hi, okay. So I hope that this helped. And remember, if a puppy displays some dominant behavior, it doesn't necessarily mean that the puppy is dominant. It could very well mean that that puppy just hasn't understood its place in the pack, and it's often confused, especially in a new home. All right, everybody have a good one and take care.
Si pensa a te, si suona a te, sono cotto d'amore, voglio solo te. Con quella gonna corta mi fai girare la testa, ho una voglia matta di baciarti